us in my prayers, please.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين وإن تستفتحوا فقد جاءكم الفتح نصر من الله وفتح قريب وبشر المؤمنين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل والله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر وسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما صلى الله تعالى عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Shukran, Imam C. Bishop, you have the floor, please.
Thank you, Chairman. Lord God Almighty, God of mercy, God of grace, God of love, and God of compassion, praise, honor, and glory and might be unto your name forever and ever. As we continue to sit in the TRRC this Tuesday morning hour, we continue to pray for the whole Gambian populace, those that are here and those that are in the diaspora. We continue to pray that you will give us patience in our hearts as we go through the process of hearing from witnesses violations that have been caused to them, hurt of the people in their families, that the due process will take its course, and that of your mercy and grace, you will grant that the people of this land will be reconciled to one another, and that love will be the watchword of every person, citizen of this nation. And so help us to decipher between truth and falsehood. This we ask through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much indeed, Bishop Odeko. Council, are we ready with this morning's witness?
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, commissioners, and members of the audience. We are ready for this morning's hearings, and Sagar Thomas Jahate would lead the witness. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed.
I, Nogoi Njie.
Nte Nogoi Njie.
Nte Nogoi Njie.
You swear it.
Mbenkalila ko.
I will speak the truth.
Mbeto nyale fola.
Mbeto nyale fola.
The whole truth.
Tonya damma.
Tonya damma.
And nothing but the truth.
Ndunte fen fola memmanke tonyati.
Nte fen fola memmanke tonyati.
So help me God.
Kuto alama ale yendema.
Kuto alama ale yendema.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, commissioners, and good morning, members of the audience.
Ako alisama chairman, alisama komisionalu, alisama lamuirlalu, luntango isama.
Alisama, chairmanul, alisama.
Ani, aka kontondirole ka unyama mfutete mo follow ajara.
Okay.
And good morning, Madam Njie. How are you this morning?
Ako isama Madam Njie, nyi somanda dung ibe nyadili.
Alhamdulillah, mangisant.
Thank you for coming to the commission and agreeing to testify today.
Ako inumbara, isonta purkana commission to kana sediaro la bi, abe lumbara la wakango. She said that's good. She's also extending thanks to you.
Okay, thank you too. I hope you're seated comfortably.
Akaya mera isi kuta le katwa laftale yesi sinyamente batandila yedaha. I'm properly seated.
You can lean back in your chair if you want to.
Akoni lafta isi sembe fang ye ko sembe. Well, when I'm tired of sitting like this, I'll lean back.
Very well, and just draw the microphone as well close to your mouth.
Ako isi microphone katandi idala prunying kamala ibe fem fola msabe moy ay senea.
Okay. Because that is the instrument we are going to use to hear you properly in the hearing room.
Wolem jorangoti mbe muna fanna menna purkela kumakangulu moy ay senea mobema.
Okay, bismillah.
I also know that you are very soft spoken.
Akaya lonko fanan eladia mo buka jams buka sari eladia mo kake jama duma mafamulla.
So you will need to project your voice a little bit more so that we can hear you.
Ako to isi kango selendi domandi mpurunyin kamala mbesi moy ay senea. Well, what I'm going to say today, everybody will hear that.
We're glad about that. Also take your statements in very short. Just take them very short, your statements.
Ako ni be sataro la fanan ikani la kumolu jamfandi bake kadro nyin kamala asisutia molu samo ya faham.
That is so that the interpreters who will be interpreting your testimony in the different local languages and in English
kadro ila kuma kango iba be kanna sor la len na banko kangoluto anin angale kangoto wala na lafta kumoli sutia pour molu samo ya faham nsa ikanna sor no nyame.
We'll be able to follow you. Also listen to my questions clearly.
Okay.
Listen to my questions clearly and also respond.
Ako bidu nae nyininka men wala na ko si lamoy kendeke nae jabi men fanan nae nyininka men fanan na isa jabi
in a way that our speeches don't overlap.
Andu ni be jabiro kele be lamoy la fata ya kangoji ite fana yana diamu pour Allah kuma kangulu kana sele nyokan.
Okay, bismillah.
I hope that is understood.
Akaya mira ya fahamule.
Afahamule kay.
I've understood.
This morning we'll be hearing from you
ako nyin so mandam be lamoy la itela
about your ordeal in 2016.
Ye bata menta ke 2016 sango kono.
You will tell us about your arrest
iba fulanye ila muto keta nyami
and subsequent detention
aning itate sindi dulato daming
in various places around the country,
dinkiral to kata banko dinkiral to kata,
including the PIU headquarters,
katabula watu me ya samba PIU la Cordato,
the NIA headquarters,
NIA la Cordato,
Mile 2 prisons,
Mile 2 Kasola,
as well as Janjangbure.
anin Janjangbure kasola.
We will also like to hear about the human rights violations that you suffered.
Mbe lafila fanan kanyim moy yela hadamaya nyantolu tinya nyamin mbe lafila kawo fanan moy
during the course of your detention in all of those various places.
Wato men ibe muto kono nyin dinkiralu beto menu fotaten.
And we would also like to hear about what impact that has had on your health.
Adum be lafila moy lale wonata mune sababu ite fangola hadamaya to kabirila jata kende ato fo kata ela ku kotangol to.
On your life in general and the life of your family.
Aning ifangola baluoto aning ila dimbayalu ni badingulu fanal la koto ila mantoro munesima.
You will then be given an opportunity to make a final statement.
Nin kolu be banta bitum ibina silo dila ifanan nale ita fanan lafta mem fola moli gambian kolu aning ila yamaro ibina fanan lammo ila le bela kumo kum fala dame.
After the commissioners have asked you certain questions.
Because atunate bandi abela kosa undila commissioner lema bitu natara wuli nyinin karolu soto ni nyinin karolu botala utumolo ibe silo dila itafana na yela kumaka.
Bismillah.
Are you ready to proceed with your testimony?
Akofsila ipareta le bampurke la sede yaro damuta? Yes.
Please give me your full names.
Ito mume obe fonye bang.
Nogoi Njie.
My name is Nogoi Njie.
Can you tell us when and where you were born?
Afonyeng. Ibuluta mintole aning sanjuma.
Mota Mandinarin.
I am from Mandinarin.
When were you born?
Hakilo ya mutale ibuluta sango membang.
Animo hakilo maumut.
No, I cannot recall the date.
Do you know how old you are?
Yalo ne bang yesanji jelle soto.
Ani hakilo to mutanol. Bari wuluta jawral man sayakono.
No, I cannot recall that, but I was born during the regime of Jawara.
And where were you born?
Ibuluta mintole fangoto.
Mandinarin.
In Mandinarin.
So you were born and raised in Mandinarin.
Amunta ibuluta Mandinarin ne andu ye ikuluta Mandinarin ne fanang.
And is that where you currently live?
Adung hanimbi be siri njele bang.
Hanimbi mesiri walto follow.
Up to date, that's where I'm still residing.
What is your occupation?
Bi nyin tembeng ibe mun doku fason nela.
Bi kay mom fen keno foni min kenyel.
Today, I cannot do anything except that which people are able to do for me.
Were you employed at some point before that?
Ako fo komantonum inene kita mo reñe do ko soto e kado ko lale to bang.
Okay. Mo business lalt.
My businesswoman.
And what kind of business were you engaged in?
Ikamu business fason na kenum.
Follow na tata non do ko community development kamu solo karandi mechola.
At first, I was engaged in community development, teaching women skills.
Beri mboto oto do ko tinyata nata dum business ko no kabu jankata Dakar ka marsandi sulta kane idon trasate.
When that I lost that job, I started business, going to Senegal and bringing in goods to sell.
Tata wala no.
That was what I was doing.
And where were you engaged in community development?
Ibe o do ko la to men community development ibe num mintole.
Ba Mandinarin.
I was in Mandinarin.
Please repeat your answer.
She said she was at Mandinari.
And what kind of skills were you teaching women to do?
Ikamu solo karandi num kuni mum meche fason lela.
Chubo da batik. Tayandai fen jamal nak ading sirawol menu ike findini telekono deleka musol ni ndiala nen kelu dol.
I was engaged in tire and batik, plus also making some of the chairs that we are shown on television. I was the one teaching those women how to make those chairs.
And it was subsequently that you went into business?
Akobedu tumolem idunta business okono.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you remember around the year 2016?
Ako foi hakilo si bula sangokono 2016 sangokono.
Ntol victim mo tanya la wala fo ila yomidi.
Yes, those of us who are victims cannot forget that until the last days.
Please have some water, Madam Njie.
Ako jiodo mim pro ila toto silo.
Are you okay, Madam Njie?
Yeah.
Sorry about the cough.
Ako haketu de ako foy okay taliban toto nyinke batande ako ese haketu.
I had previously asked you if you were employed.
Akaye nyinin kale nun ko fonyin tembe foy be do ko wala.
Can you please repeat the answer that you gave me?
Ako say ila jabiro kan foy be do ko wala foy to do ko wala la
Man
fawul.
tara fen sa buka fen ken.
I am not doing anything now. I am unable to do anything.
And why are you not able to do anything now?
Ako munan na ibuka ku ke no faye sai.
Musala do ku jama ba abulo le bala na singon tela wol dumbe mambete asay.
Most of the woman's means of working is through the hands and the feet. And as it is now, I am unable to do anything with those.
And why are you not able to use your hands and your feet to work?
Ako munan na sai ibulol ni singolo ibuka imuna fanno wala kotake muna yo sabo.
Yembulo katile yen nyorile kan singu nyim fana nyin to ko nyim fana bon la place auto. So tamo ko lembulle.
They broke my hand and they also pushed me down and I dislocated my foot.
Okay.
Nyafana na jero mang betea.
My vision is also not very clear.
We will deal with those during the course of your testimony, as I have said, and we will talk more about those things when we get there.
Ako mbewulu malale ila sedeyaro wuche onyin kono ako nimfrata wulu madron mbewulu be kunyalu malale akita nyame.
Oh, bismillah.
You just started telling us about what happened in the year 2016.
Sayin ya da mutale ka fonye menketa 2016 sango kono.
Can you remember the precise date?
Ako fo hakilo sibula alungo fongo la lumme kolu datita.
Hakilo subula kay.
Yes, I can recall.
Please tell us.
Woto afonye.
Wala kata April 14th.
That was the 14th of April.
Akanyenta arama salongo la fe.
It was on a Wednesday, Thursday.
Please proceed.
Ako hetenteng.
O arama salongo motaya mbama ate high blood soto ay diabetes soto.
I left home that Thursday. My mother has high blood
And
diabetics.
Anata fola boro bantale kesakile woltutaji.
She said that her medicine was almost spent. There was only one tablet left. She asked me to go to the pharmacy and get her some medicine.
Westfield Pharmacy.
I told her, okay. So the following morning, I picked up my bag and some monies, and I went to Westfield to get that medicine for her.
Tata Westfield, diabetes
I went to Westfield and I looked for diabetic medicine and high blood medicine. Because he had prescriptions for those medications, and I had that paper with me.
There was one type called metformin. Benro is also among the medication that he takes. There was one she her tongue, but I cannot remember that name. I was able to purchase all the other medicines from the Westfield clinic, but Benro was not available that day. Banjul Pharmacy. Benro will be available there that day.
On tata silo kuntu ka njun motol katani.
So I close the road to the other side where
And
then I saw a crowd behind coming. They held a banner which had inscriptions on it, and they were saying something.
So kabiri sutiata nata mo sute ekonomi kata solo sandenti.
When they came close to me, I recognized an individual who happened to be Solo Sandeng.
Ma itolu mo sabanyo mo sute wol munna kafonyo latindo ko nyollo.
There were two individuals that I recognized. Those were my colleagues. Those were people that I worked with.
Sai kabiri nata nganyine kanko solo mune bekeri.
So when he came, I asked him, Solo, what is happening?
Ite afonyo committee no nyanta sotola bar sai meeting no bekela min toleto.
You told me that there was going to be a meeting. So now where will the meeting take place?
Akonya ngani ko ya domandin soto lapta wala itandila banko mol.
He said to me, we have
one unhappy issue which we want to show to the Gambian people.
Mkai ni ko ya sifa nyadi.
I asked what that unhappy event was.
Akonya ko IC mimbi jala watu bantale anyanta falin na lefonse carte fayo tilindi ngosoto.
He said to me, the IEC that is in place, its mandate is expired. They should make changes so that we will have different changes for the next elections.
Nate dan mbedan la fanampuru e border min close Israel in Senegal tema.
And we also want to appeal to them so that the border that is close between the Gambia and Senegal will be opened. That is what is bringing hunger into our country.
Kadi min benni IC tema ay taya samba IC wole jare wole kumata nte nyenti.
I said to him, left me alone. We should go back and write and then send that letter to the IEC. That for me is the best course of action to take. Where I am going to buy medicines for my mother. I have got some, but others I have not got, and I'm going to buy you right now. But when I return, I will call you so that wherever you may be holding the meeting, then I will join you. Then I saw someone selling the avian water bottles. I called the young chap and I said to the chap, sell one of the bottles to me. She said to me, this one that you have picked up is blocked, so therefore you would pay $10.
Okay, now $20 so then ngadi drive ola. I $10 so sendila. $10 do ngam pass ola kata banjul.
I said no problem. Take the $20 and give to the driver so that he will give you back $10. The other $10 I'll use that as my fare to Banjul.
Before we continue, Madam Njie, I just want to ask you some questions. You mentioned that you saw Solo Sandeng with a group of people and they were holding a banner.
Ako jangimbe tentena alafte nyinin kala kumadanta la kato iko ye Solo Sandeng je bandero lube bulu alafte nyinin kala wallela.
I was standing there myself. I know him, and because we are also involved in so many things. At that time, there was nothing happening.
Madam Njie, I would just like to ask you some follow-up questions. How do you know Solo Sandeng?
We all belong to the same party, the UDP.
And who was he with on that particular day?
In that group, I recognize Kafubayo and Modungom. There were others I could recognize, but I do not know their names.
Do you know what the banner said? The banner that they were holding, do you know what was written on it?
Ako iko e bandero me muta safero be membala. Membe safero nje fo yalo ne bang.
I have not been to school. I don't know.
And do you know what Solo Sanding and the group of people he was with, do you know what they were doing on that particular day at Westfield?
Ako Solo Sanding aniwo mulu men bebe kafri nyoma je Westfield yalo ne be men ke kambang.
Ani kabri ngani ninka ay nyim fonye so ngalon ko woto no mira finte kunguti kata ay wala fonye.
When I asked him and he told me this, I knew that was the reason for their coming out.
Please proceed and tell us where you went to next.
Ako sila yetente ya fonye sila mbiriwo botala itata mintole.
Beren tata ndunta moto ko no ko banyun men sinkili mo selendi moto ko no ngaje piayu la moto ni mburi baka nana ko mala mene be kedi mbango kan so ndeka ko mala jube.
As I was about to board the vehicle, I put one of my feet inside. Then I saw a PIU vehicle coming at high speed.
At
that time, people were scattered and running around, but I was standing. Because what they were running from, I did not know, and I did not say anything, I did not do anything, so I was just standing there watching them. As the paramilitary vehicle was running, some of the officers were jumping down and chasing after people, and anyone they caught, they were beating them. Then I asked myself, what would be the reason for this? Where I was standing, one young man came there. His name is Inspector Sane. He told them, this woman that is running away, catch her. I looked at him and I asked him, which woman? Myself? I said to him, I don't know you and you don't know me, and you are saying that I'm running away. What am I going to run away from? What have I done? He said, these are the big wigs of the UDP. Three soldiers were standing in front of him. They were soldiers. They asked me, woman, are you a member of the UDP? And I said to them, yes, 100%. Then they said to me, well, then get into that vehicle. That same Inspector Sane was the one who said that I should get into that vehicle. But that truck, the way it was like and the way I am, in terms of my size, I knew that I could not climb on that truck. I said to them, I cannot board this truck because I will not be able to. Then he said, assist her so that she would board. So the paras came and they helped to pick me up and put me onto the truck.
Was this the same truck that you saw speeding towards you?
Ako, fo moto kilingo wole nim boriba nata nung paralu ke jolom menkono ba.
Yes, that was the same vehicle.
Can you describe the vehicle to us?
Ako moto nyimbe nyaadile moto nying ni hakilo baka kalango be nyaadile.
Just as their uniform is dark, that's the same way that the truck too was dark. They and their vehicle are all the same.
You also mentioned that you saw PIU officers. Can you tell us how you were able to tell that they were PIU officers? PIU
la molu jije ye sute nyaadile.
PIU wala sute man ko ya ko katu mo fen fingol damme ka wala duna fa fin duna ka fen kurtu fi ye tele city ye tesitan la ke teltu.
Recognizing the PIU is not difficult. They wore dark uniforms, their shirts, their trousers, and they also had a belt which they will tie on their waist, and their caps.
So they were in full uniform?
Full uniform.
Do you know whether they were armed?
They had guns.
What other weapons did they have?
They had the pistols which were tied on their waists.
You also mentioned that they were chasing people and they were beating them.
They were beating people seriously and also throwing them onto the truck until the truck was filled up.
Was it the same people they were chasing and beating that they later put on the truck?
They were the ones they threw into the vehicle, yes.
And what were they using to beat them?
They had batons and they were also using their fists. Sometimes they run after people and they kick their feet off the ground, and then when you fall, they will drag you, and then two will hold you and throw you onto the vehicle.
You mentioned one Inspector Sane that you recognized. Did you recognize any other PIU officers at that point?
Yeah, Inspector Sane mento fonya yalo yo sutele. Foye modo fanan sutele je wo molu kono uniform ti yolu men bije.
I did not recognize them because I was not even looking at them.
Did you eventually get onto the truck?
I was put into the truck, yes.
Who put you in the truck?
The same PIU officers.
Please tell us what happened next.
At that juncture, there were some who ran away, those who were able to. But amongst those that ran away, I could not recognize anyone amongst them except Lamin Cham. He and Solo and others went.
So
because I looked inside the vehicle but did not see him. So the vehicle sped away just as it came in. The vehicle came from the Banjul end. It came and stopped at the Westfield. It turned and went straight to the Banjul end until it entered into a compound.
And before it actually left Westfield, were there any other people that were arrested and put on board the truck? Were you the only woman in the truck?
There was Fatumata Kamara and Fatumata Jawara as other women.
And where did they arrest them?
Fatumata Kamara ngajile ni wobota nang temma fangola. Malo ngaba sirin daming. Kana kan daming bari ina bota nang je ma fangola.
Fatumata Kamara, I saw her coming with them from this side. I don't know where she was seated, but I saw them coming from that side.
Fatumata Jawara ngaje ni wakabona mbitiko la kono.
Fatumata Jawara, I saw them coming with her from a shop.
Nata ya moto ya afai moto kono. Safo je ateto iselta o safo inata na safota ka wafu ateto nkae ko mbaranke kana wonde dingo nyimbara ma bato abondi.
They put her on the vehicle and then they noticed that she had a charm on her waist and they pulled it off and took it away from her. And I said to the young man, please don't hurt her.
Fatumata nata safo bondi ateto aya dile ya samba.
Then Fatumata removed this charm from her waist and she gave it to them to take away. At that time, the vehicle started and they went.
Can you just explain in what manner she was put in the vehicle?
They threw her just the same way as they threw others.
And just explain thoroughly how exactly they treated her. What did the PIU officers do to her after they threw her into the truck?
Afanyeng ye menkala bring PIU officer ya muta ya faina moto kono be ko la ina ta mune kala kotake.
Ye modol faina be juru mata kan tenga makoy ka singo bondi ka hol ko hey singo katande ngani makoy ma singo bondi wo molo kono kata singo kati.
Well, they threw other people inside the vehicle who also fell on top of her. In fact, I assisted her, pulled her legs from beneath some people who were thrown on her. I pulled her towards me because some people were piled on top of her. So I tried my best. I pulled her towards me until she came out of that pile of people. By that time, Fatmata Kamara was sitting nearby. We were the only 3 women inside the vehicle. As for Fatmata Kamara, I asked her, what's happening? What's the cause of all this?
She said to me, I was on my way to attend a marriage ceremony. I was sitting down on my own, and they came and they asked me to get up. She said to me, in fact, one of them slapped me. I asked, you did not do anything to him and he slapped you? She said yes. Then I mocked her, I teased her a little bit by saying, well, you are too well dressed to be slapped.
So, Tata, wala nyama kabili mfulango sanyi, min tutaje wolom nyente ko, benga mbambu ala komo ala semfasa.
We all went together, so I said to them, now what is left is just to rely on God so that God will fight our fight for us. Because what they are doing right now, even in a country which is lawless, I don't think such a thing will happen there. We were in the truck and we went. After some time, they took a turn on the right and they entered into a house. The gate was opened. That was the PIU office. They said that we should alight. They opened the door to the vehicle and they assisted us to alight.
At that point, when you arrived at the PIU premises, can you tell us who was on the truck that you remember?
Those that they arrested, you mean?
Yes, please, and placed on that truck.
There were many. I cannot give their number.
Can you remember the names of any of them?
I was there. Fatoumata Kamara was there. Fatoumata Jawara was there. Kafubayo was there. Modungom was there. I recognize these ones from the lot, and I also know them.
Do you know which of them belonged to the group that was with Solo Sandeng at Westfield?
Ako foye molu fanali sute kono le men yalon ko wolle ni Solo Sandeng be kafu nyom kafu kilin wato men yeje Westfield.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Wala Lammarong.
They were Lammarong.
Abe moto kono jani Falan Sonko.
He was in the vehicle there, and Falai Sonko.
Ah, wala Lamma Solo Sandeng na doku nyolti adungo wala lon adiwe fana arrestle.
Those were Solo Sandeng's workmates, and these are the ones that were also arrested.
Ate Lammaron fambiri mol borkan ya te jasle abusandita ya muta ya junku ajang ya don ko muta kata kasa mananka fight roko kon.
Lammaron himself, when he was running, somebody kicked his legs and he fell and he was arrested. Somebody hit him here and then they held his shirt and brought him to the vehicle.
Do you know if anything happened to anyone else on the truck whilst you were being driven from Westfield to the PIU premises?
Wato me moto bota Westfield kata PIU la Cordato. Moto kono je fay mo cross je le bang me ya lonko kusi kiala wala ba mensi baramoso to bala wala fay ku jijele.
Ani mawo be cross mo bala.
No, I did not observe that on anyone.
Apart from the men and the women that were on the truck, was there anyone else on the truck?
Ako musol ninke ulmen be moto kono ulkola fo modul fanal be moto kono le wotu mo bang.
Mo jamal be moto kono PIU bije.
There were many people on the truck. PIU officers were there.
Were they all adults?
Fo moto kono kolu be mu kebal leti bang.
Kebalum dinding bije, man say school dinding fula bije.
They were adults, but the non-adults who were there were not many. There were 2 students.
Dinding fana min ya lan ko sanji mu woni lulu sotono kato man kebaya wala modo ngomti man ka kebati.
And the other young person who could be 25 years was Modungom.
And then Fatumata Jawara fana dinding olo.
And Fatumata Jawara too was a young person.
Kola man dinding olo jeje be.
Other than that, I did not see any young person there.
The 2 school children that you saw, can you tell us around what age they may have been and what gender?
Ye karamuto dinding flo men fanali jamoto kono. Foi sa fono nye isi ila sango yirikano bang ani ibota isa fono bang ibetembeda jumalto.
Dinding olom maybe sekeno sangi tanin sabanyonti ite tambila wolla because dinding olom.
They were young people. They could be probably 13 years. They would not be more than that.
Do you know under what circumstances they were arrested?
Akoya lon bang yewul muta nyadi le ani ye muta dalil jumalaka.
Ye fana mutale fa ngama dinding olom minaka bona school malon ibe kafoje yalan dinding olom fay loy jibe roke.
They were arrested also and put on that truck. I think they were just coming from school, and as young people, they probably were standing there watching what was happening. I don't know where they came from or the way that they were arrested or how they were arrested. I just happened to see them on the truck.
When you got to the PIU premises, what happened next?
Silambiral futata PIU la Cordato mune nata ke kotake
entata PIU la Cordato e njindi
when we got to the PIU headquarters, we disembarked. We were in the middle.
PIU be Caradola.
The PIU were at one side.
PIU dole be Caradola.
Other PIUs were at the other side.
So ntamata.
So we walked like that until we took a bend and we were told to get into a room. It's a big, spacious room. I don't know if that was their conference room, but that was a wide space. But there were no chairs and no tables. Now they asked us all to sit on the floor. So we all sat on the floor. We were there, and then Yankuba Koli came. That Yankuba Koli was the mayor of PIU. KMC today, he is their mayor.
At that point, was he the mayor of KMC?
He was the one sitting on a chair. I saw him and we spoke.
My question was, at the point that he met you at the PIU in 2016, was he then mayor of KMC?
Fo hanu wo be atala atelo mayor tin KMC bundala bang
atala mayor because he ka command go fala.
Yes, he was the mayor because he was even addressed by that name.
Please proceed.
Akoyetente
anata adunta ako ay molbe jibe.
He came inside and looked at everyone.
Oh, these people, they have planned the coup.
And then he said, these people, they have planned the coup.
otuma malon tebe sirinje
At that time, he did not know that I was seated there.
nkai man to nyafu
I said to him, you are not speaking the truth.
akoy Knox
And then he said, Knox.
ye foyte fana bi jen
Oh, you two are here?
nkai te molu bula purita molu arrest ye mbel arrest nyola
I said to him, well, you have set your people to arrest those involved in the coup, so we are all arrested.
so anata boji atata
And then he left and went away.
sirinje
We were seated there.
PIU kambandindo anata jonkotondala
One PIU man came and squatted close to me
akonye ko mba ankonda
and said to me, my mother, and I said yes.
akonye ko jisoji ndiye sabal na ke ba fera kanana
Said
ni
to-
wonata abadi amule don ye advice ke ay mole bula
Said to me, do not be angry, take it easy, our leader is coming. When he comes, he is going to address you and advise you, and then you will be released to go.
ngai ko alla leader o alla ke ba mun ke ba sifata ko nyino minister ti
And then I asked him, your leader, what kind of a person is he?
nka
And
alla
then he
minister
said,
to
he's the minister. And I asked, what is the name of the minister?
akonye Usman Sonko
And he said to me, Usman Sonko.
nka yo ko ete wulete la hajor
I said to him, okay, then you get up and go about your business.
At that point, do you know what kind of minister Usman Sonko was?
Wotembo fuyalo minister façon non Ousmane Sonko ti.
nta wa jela wolu
That was the first time seeing him.
Do you know which department he headed or what ministry he headed?
Foyalo ate mu minister bunda jumale minister ti walla be do ko bunda jumale kunna.
interior minister
He was the interior minister.
Thank you.
Minumbara.
bele ngaje ko
When I,
ate futatale katu be wultale date ka salute ay so ngalon ko nyinna moti
when I saw him arrive, in fact, when he came in, all of them got up and they were saluting. Then I realized that he was the one that arrived.
so nga kambano je ngaji be nyala enji be nga kaiten a ko jiji komi wolom ikabin fo wolom nyenti bang
Then
ka confirm nyinum Usman Sonko
Then I looked at the young man who spoke to me earlier on, and I gave him a signal, and he shook his head just to confirm from him that this is the Usman Sonko that you talked about.
sai nga mulunga korosi nga bang
I looked at him completely.
oh anata alota mina ko where are those people
Then he came and stood and he said, where are those people?
Kabrako, where are those people? Where are they? Oh,
Then he asked, where are those people? Then I looked at him.
Anata fa Yankuba Koli nata finti kotake.
Then Yankuba Koli came again.
Ko these people they have planned the coup.
And then he said to them, these people, they have planned a coup.
Minister Kayako, I think that they have planned the coup. There is some people behind them.
Then the minister said to him, I think they have planned a coup. There are some people behind them. I don't understand English, but I was able to capture these phrases. I cannot forget them. Then I said to them, we did not plan any coup.
Momi lafta coup d'etat la fitaran table nyin su saran table wota kiditi coup d'etat no alkana coup warandi jang.
I said to them, someone that is planning a coup and is not even having a broom, how can that be? Don't exaggerate things here.
Ni moy ko mo fo e nyaton ko nyanta ko kiskisile ya mari lijibe fo nyunu moti minister o keno ba.
I said to them, if somebody gives you information, you have to investigate that information to see if there is any truth in that information.
Yankuba tameta nyato yenyo bulumuta. And wo apply sana killing.
Yankuba went before him and they held each other's hands with that
Inspector Sana Tom applied it.
With that Abdullah Sane, Inspector Sane.
It admitted that Yankuba called officer.
They went to Yankuba Koli's office.
Sorry to interrupt you, Madam Njie. Mr. Interpreter, did she not say that they were not able to do a coup
Yes,
against
the
people
statement
who were
was
carrying guns?
that somebody who doesn't have a broom or even a stick to clean his or her teeth, how can that person organize a coup against people with guns?
Yes, that was missing in the interpretation. That's what I wanted to bring.
My apologies.
Thank you. Please carry on.
After they left, then they returned. Then they said that I should get up and hold that banner, myself and Mudum Ngom, so that we could be photographed. I said to them, I cannot hold a banner that is in your possession, which I do not know what is written on it. I am not going to school. I don't know what the implications of that is, and you still want me to hold that and be photographed? I will not do that. It was then that they read what was inscribed on the banner. Then I said, well, that is nothing. That was when I got up, held one side of the banner, and Mudungom also held the other, and we were photographed. And then they went into a room. Inside that living room, there was one room there. Then they brought in handcuffs.
Before they handcuffed you and you were holding this banner with Mudungom, where exactly were you? Where exactly were you within the PIU premises?
Ako janni handcuff ke bulola. Ibe lorin tumo men inu Mudungom aleo ban le romuta. Alibe PIU la minto ma fanne wotumo.
Siri la salo kono ka fodami fo conference room wala man fodo morulalam bebe siri yelto.
We were inside that room that I told you, with this big room, which I'm not sure whether it's a conference room.
Do you know why you were asked to do this?
No, I
don't know.
Before your arrest, did you hold that particular banner?
Not at all.
And do you know what the PIU officers were doing whilst you were holding the banner with Mudungom?
Honey.
No.
Were they taking photographs?
Yes, they only photographed myself and Mudungom.
Do you know why they did that?
No, I don't know.
Okay, please carry on with your evidence.
Then a woman came with handcuffs. She went straight for me. She said that I should do my hands like this. And then she handcuffed both of my hands.
PIU kedo tata ay Modungom fana bulu handcuff.
One PIU individual also went and handcuffed Modungom.
Kaito bebulde ko kafubayo.
They had a list and they said kafubayo.
Modu Jabang.
Modu Jabang.
Solo Sunday.
Solo Sandeng.
Katoto mo solo mutale nata fena.
At that time, Solo was arrested and he was brought in.
Ayataranga dalsi ulilul di solo la motoko no.
At that time, I had given $5,000 to Solo on board when we were inside the truck.
Because when coming towards the Westfield Junction, I boarded a vehicle which brought me to the Westfield Junction.
So,
that was a passenger vehicle. There was space inside the vehicle. I called him, in fact, and told him, come on board this vehicle. There is space inside the vehicle. Then at the PIU, that's the time when he was called and handcuffed. They tied his hands.
Yes, Solo follow Fintindi.
Then Solo was the first person to be taken out from that room.
ya bulandi moto nyaton ko kono.
They put him inside a pickup, which was the lead vehicle.
Pickup koyo.
A white pickup.
Eko Modungom fana eko altabi alebula nyen pickup do kono.
And they informed Modungom also to go and board that same pickup vehicle.
Yo beri mbulato moto kono.
Albele bulata kono bang.
Ntani Modungom ha.
Yes, when I also boarded, myself and Modungom, we all boarded the same vehicle.
The
next vehicle following our vehicle, that's where Kafu Bayo and others were put inside. But in front of our vehicle, there was somebody, heavily built man, who was holding about 3 mobile phones in his hand. He boarded the vehicle, the front seat of the vehicle, and we left with him.
Atengalo nyaton kola mati because al aksono yatina ngaje ko nyaton kola mbari wutu mom malo.
I knew that he was some sort of a leader because of the actions he took and the way he was comporting himself. But I knew instead of that he's a vehicle. But at that time, I don't know him. We went until we passed the Denton Bridge. We were going towards Banjul, and after the Mile 2 precincts.
Before we get to Banjul, I'd just like to ask you some follow-up questions. This heavily built man with 3 mobile phones, did you later come to know who he was?
Yes, I know his name and surname because I made inquiries.
When we got
there, he took one of the mobiles and made a call. At that time, we had gone past Mile 2.
Please, Madam Njie, just tell us who he is. I know that it was later that you came to know him, but just at this point, can you tell us who he was?
Operation Commander.
He was the operations commander
of NIA.
Of the NIA.
And apart from him, were there any other senior security officials at PIU, apart from him, Yankuba Koli, as well as the Interior Minister Usman Sonko? Did you see any other senior security officials there?
Nimmo sabol kola Yankuba Koli, Minister memo Interior Minister ani operations manager mem for teng. Faya nyaton ka kotangolu jijele men ya lonko ni mo sabo manke kilenti.
PIU fata motol komale.
Well, the PIUs were full at the back of the vehicle. But I don't know them, I don't know their names, and I did not inquire about them.
What about the soldiers that you mentioned that were on board the truck that had, was carrying you from Westville to PIU?
Sojaro lumena yela kumo fonu. Wolu fanal dum wairi be moto kono la kaboje kalisamba PIU foyolu fanal inate lonne bang.
I did not get to know them.
And the operations commander of the NIA, did you get to know what his name was?
Operations commander NIA mo balaba me yala kumo fo atodum
Se Omar Dieng.
Se Omar Dieng.
Please tell us what happened when you got to the NIA premises in Banjul.
Silang afanye mune nata ke kaboto mboto yalo eka mobile tala e komandiro ke kaboto kata NIA kordatu mune.
E komandiro ka fo ko open the gate, we are waiting to come in.
He was making a call and saying to them, open the gate, we are on our way coming.
Kabiri ngai wofo ngalo ko nyundal male kansa madami ba otu monteni ko NIA ntenga murabe bolon ko no ma fangol le mala badami.
When they said that, I said, these people, I don't know where they are taking us to. Because at that time, when I hear the name NIA, I used to think it was situated around the provinces.
Madam Njie, you've told us that you haven't been to school, is that correct?
Well, if you should leave here and go to Europe, you would be able to speak a little bit of English.
England sometimes.
Because I was in
some
England.
Months.
I was in England for some months.
So that's how you got to learn English.
So
yes. So my Younger brother's wife, we used to speak a little bit of English.
Preferently, I'm tourist center because what mo kata bom sin na tubabul fanaya.
And also, my place is a tourist center, and we used to go to the beach to befriend white people. And we used to speak to them we used to speak to them in Swedish, whether we had it right or not. Which is why, for every language, I speak a little bit of it. Because I have a sharp mind. If you tell me something once, I'm able to do it. When we got in there, then we were brought down from the vehicle with our handcuffs on. They separated us, Solo and the others, they were taken away. I was standing at the center there, myself and Modungom. The vehicle carrying Kafubayo and others went past us.
At this point, can you tell us what happened to the two other ladies you were with, Fatoumata Kamara and Fatoumata Jawara? You haven't mentioned them since they were arrested and put on board the...
Ako foisa fono nyin tembe ini musufala dolu menu bije Fanmata Jawara aning Fanmata Kamara kadu ye fole nun ko ye mutalebe motoko no bari iman na ila kumo fosaeng foi be min
PIU nya dantela wolto.
The last time I saw them was at the PIU.
Malo yes madam me kalangolo.
I don't know where they were taken. I did not know about their whereabouts.
At
that time nobody was thinking about the other. What you are worried about was for yourself.
Please continue and tell us what happened at the NIA.
Sa intenteng ya fanye mune keta NIA yedi amodan dami atentendi.
Inata modu ngom fana bondi je ufana samba.
They now took Modu Ngom away.
Andi wo kambandi fulolo.
And the two other boys.
Sa tutanda killing.
So I was left alone.
Nata sunkuto kumandi.
I then called a lady.
Kayako altema ko ila ale nyahan ko fo bombuloto ba.
I said to her, help me and take these handcuffs off my hands. One was inside and said to her, come and take the key and remove them. She went, picked up the key, came and removed the handcuffs. And then she said to me, get into this room.
At what time of the day was this?
At
that time, the sun was hot, but I don't know what time it was. I was not having a watch, and I was also not having a mobile phone.
The sun was so hot, and I became so sweat. I felt so much sweat on my body that I thought that if somebody has poured a bucket of water on me, then they took me inside that room. They brought they brought a pad, a stamping pad.
So
then they took my hands. Each of my fingers were put on that pad and also put on the paper. All my 4 fingers were fingers printed. They kept that paper. One elderly man came there, a tall figure with white beard, with counting beads. They told me to follow that old man, he will take me to somewhere. When he goes out of this room.
Madam Njie, sorry to interrupt you again. At this point, where were you? Where were you processed and where was your fingerprint taken? Which part of the NIA premises were you at?
Akonyen tembeng ibenu mintole NIA la office juma ibawle tonu ngutumo ye gulukondegulu tampu daming jebu NIA la mintole ti.
Dunta korda ila korda kon dong bum follow membe e bulubala.
When you get into the NIA complex, the first room that you have at the right.
Tabulo be roomundin dole kono bare kono do hayna je siran le berande wala conference room wala mam e ka fo je reception.
There's a table there, but further in there are chairs there and a table. That's where they call the reception.
Nenke ba jita pour akata dum ay dula dole nyati le mbulata no kan.
We went with this elderly person. He was going towards a particular direction, and I followed him. That place had stairs, and we climbed. He looked at me and asked if I was putting on any beads. I asked him, an elderly person like you asking me that question, why would you not ask that to your wife? But he did not respond to me again. He opened the door and told me to wait for him. In that room, I found one woman seated. I don't know where she came from.
She was sitting down with a veil covering her head, and her hand was just under her mouth. I asked her, have you been here for a long time?
2 weeks.
She told me that she spent 2 weeks there. I asked her what has been done to you. She said, well, nothing has been done to me as yet. I told her to have faith in Allah.
Do you know who this woman was?
No, I don't know her.
But
afterwards, we were all put inside the same room.
She was working in one of the government departments. Because of what she told me, I asked her where she worked, what department. She told me, but I have forgotten. But money was missing in that department, and she happened to be the head of the department. She said to me, at the time when that money was missing, she was on leave. And that was the reason why she was arrested. I said to her, well, if at all you are not the one that did it, then don't be afraid of anything. God will save you. Let's all sit here and have faith in God. Do you hear?
Okay. This
tall, elderly person took me until we got to somewhere. You had Bahama grass this side. These are tall Bahama grass. They used to manicure them. He took a right bend there. There's another house there, a big house. It's a house, but it had a wire goes outside. When you are outside, you are able to see someone who is seated inside. He opened up the door. He got inside and opened another door. The one that is all I was following. And I was following him along. Then he said to me, sit here and wait for me, I'm coming. He went out and left. Then he returned. When he came back, he opened the doors and said to me, come out. I followed him. He took me one path. We went there, I saw offices. They gave me a chair and they asked me to sit down. Also there, I found one lady. She had a book, and also other 4 men. At that time, 2 other men came and sat where I was seated.
And then they were asking me, they first asked me my name, my surname, and where I came from, and I told them all of that. And then they asked me what party I belonged to. I told them that was not the reason why I was there. Then they asked me, well, if that is not the reason why you are here, then what is the reason why you are here? I said to them, I was on my way, going on my normal business, then I was arrested, and that is how I found myself here. When they asked me, that was the only thing I could explain to them and nothing else. Because I don't know anything about my coming here. One man came, is a heavily built guy, fair in complexion. He had a green dress, James Ashobi on. Because that Ashobi also even came up to us. He had this heavily built guy with a protruding stomach and is fair in complexion. He was speaking French and Jola. When he came, he asked them in Wolof, she has not said anything.
By force, so
he said, here you must speak. If you drink pepper, we have drunk more pepper than you have. I responded to him, and then he left, and then returned. And then he asked them whether I have not said anything yet. They said to him, well, the questions that we asked her, she has responded to those, but she has not said anything else. And then he asked, why did you give her a seat to sit on? Then he asked me to get up from the seat and sit on the ground. And all of his speech was harsh. You make yourself look as if you are mad, but you will know that we are the people who are madder than you.
This gentleman that you described as heavily built with a protruding stomach, you mentioned that he was speaking Jola and French. Is that correct?
Akajola kauni France kaunle for folem ba.
Yes, he was the one because he is not a native of this country. There were many people amongst them who were not citizens of this country. Because I know that every country in Africa, everybody, you have your own futures. I know that he came from Senegal. Because when he comes, he'll be speaking in French and be asking if this individual has not spoken anything yet. That is not...
Well, that's the reason why I also responded to him saying, "Fetse."
What is that? What does that mean?
That means get away.
So another time.
Then he left.
After
and then this elderly man, the same elderly man that I was following, came back and collected me. And he said to me, come. I went out and followed him. We returned back from the cell that he took me away from, and he put me back there. And he said to me, wait for me here, I will come back.
At this point, you've already mentioned that you were not told why you were arrested. Were you given an opportunity to contact a family member or a lawyer?
Well,
these people, they have no humanity in them.
They
know cruelty, they don't know any humanity. Because I know that in a country which is governed by laws, before you beat somebody up, you have to tell them what they have done. And when they tell you things that you are not satisfied about, you investigate. That is why the NIA was established. Because the country established the NIA to investigate about bad people. Then if they happen to be the bad people themselves, then will they investigate? That is why they set the country's law aside and they adopted their own rules. So after that, he came in with a tall boy. He opened those two doors again and said to me, go, this one will accompany you. When he was coming, he came with two elders. But all of them did not want me to recognize them, so they covered their faces. So in my mind, I believed that they knew me, and I was...
I am the one who cannot recognize them. And this is why they don't want me to see their faces. When we came out, I was following that young man. We were going by the side of a building, going. The young man raised up his face, and I saw that he was crying. Then on the way, he told me, Mother, I am also sent. I said, okay, let's go. As far as you are sent, let's go. So that building we were walking beside was a story building. That's where Sehumar Jeng's office was located. We went there on the ground floor of that story building. There is a small room there on the ground floor. We went in there. The moment we arrived, he told them, here she is. That's the time I knew that this place is not going to be an easy place. Now he is showing me to certain people. So when we took a bend, I also decided to stand. They had this black cloth in their hands. They wanted to blindfold me by force, and I also got hold of the cloth in their hands.
Madam Njie, before we continue, we need to take a break, and then we will then go into what you were about to tell us. Mr. Chairman, it's already time for the break.
Thank you, Council, and thank you, Madam Njie. We will take a 30-minute break and come back at 12. Thank you. Meeting is adjourned.